Hello, good to be with you again to bring something short, sweet, and simple. I call it the triple S and a kiss. Um, I want to talk about for a moment how I got slapped. Oh, yes. I know somebody said, "Oh, do tell, girl." I've been wanting to whoop your behind for a while. And you mean to tell me somebody done beat me to it? Well, not exactly like that. This is a slap by reality. And, and you know how those times are. Maybe you've had times where you thought you were driving really well and you discovered that you were actually on a one way coming up the street, or you had something imaginary in the mind. Say, for instance, that you had extra money, so when you go out, you just shop and shop till you drop, as they say, and so you finally get a check and you say, and you just really, kind of get checked by yourself and look and say, oh, wait a minute now. What are you doing? What do you think you're doing? You know, you really don't have that money, and so you try to do things, and finally you realize that some of the stuff you're doing may not be as beneficial for you as you think. And so you do uh, a check. You go back over your plans. Okay, now what did you plan? What have you planned? And did you do your research on your planning? And how are you coming along? And you look and you say, oh, I really haven't planned anything. I was just going along, skipping the doo dah day, as we song we used to sing, and maybe not quite in those words, but I can't remember exactly how the song goes. Say, skippity doo dah day, something like that. So that's another thing. You realize you're not even 21 anymore. And you realize, as my friend Rap Smart would say, and we haven't had breakfast yet. But don't worry, we did have lunch, some wonderful vegetables. And he doesn't know me, though. I call him my friend, but he doesn't know me. He don't associate with folks who eat little meat. But I'm learning to get my meat down more and more, and add little things to it, like add little vegetables, ground, not vegetables, ground lentil, ground brown rice, ground black rice, or just things to put some of the things, the nutritional things in it, and cut it way down, So I'm getting there. I don't know whether I'll ever make it to vegan world, but hey, it's always nice to try because we want the best health. But back to the big slap. It was a slap of reality, a slap that I did to myself to say, okay, let's check over these things that you are doing, the things where you want to go, and where you've been, and do the comparison to where you were last year, and just where you want to go. What do you want to do? And this is a self awareness, family, and communication channel. Now, please don't get me wrong. This does not mean that every family member loves me, and I can understand everything that everyone is doing. Please do not misunderstand me. But in my reality check, I have come a little bit closer to realizing that some things we it's really out of our control. Some things we really cannot control. So that I've learned not to, to wrestle with it, to kind of be at peace with the universe and the things that are not 100% in where I wanted to be. I just learned to be at peace with the things going on around me, and take another look and relax, take it easy, because when we give too much attention to certain things, and and whether these are things that we like or things we do not like, we still have to kind of take it easy and decide on how, what we can do to help ourselves. And basically, I went fishing. That relaxed me some. I went fishing a couple of days, almost straight. Oh, I tell you, it is so relaxing being out there with that water, and especially, oh, please forgive me, all of the vegans and bug lovers and animal lovers and everything. But it is so much fun pulling them little suckers out of the water. So sorry. I am so sorry. But, I have had to rearrange my life in so many ways. And, and when you've been used to so many different things, and you realize that maybe these are not the best things to do, these are not the best things for you, and so you have to reassess where you are. And that, that can be very, very challenging. But the last time I went fishing, which is hadn't been long, at all, I caught a few, and I saw this wonderful family, and I was really, really, I really, really, really wasn't feeling well, and this was more mentally than physically, because I can, most of the time I have learned to combat the physical pains, and I just learned to tell them to go. But those mental ones, I mean, half the time you're wondering, where is this coming from? Where am I in my head? What space is this? And when you're dealing with that type of stuff, you really have to learn to relax and know that the Creator got you. He got you in the palm of His hands. He knows what's going on. He knew you was coming to this spot. He knew what got you there, and He knows how to get you from there. Well, some people may say Mother Creator, because, the Bible does say the many-breasted one, so He's referred to as just the thing that we need in order to help us, the one that we need, rather, to help us get from one point to another point. And the AB stuff is worn out with me, so I'm going to say X, Y, Z places, the little steps and all of that, okay? And so I just want to encourage you a few minutes, and that is that when those moments come, that you get that slap of reality, we can come back to ourselves. Because as I was fishing, I caught those little fish. One was really beautiful, one of my favorite kind. I think the walleye, bluegill. And so the little family came, and they didn't catch anything. And so something said, give them to you. And I said, oh, you're really kidding. Give my fish to them. I love fish. Oh, no. Give my fish to them. What is this here? You not helping me. I wasn't doing too good on the mental level when I came out here. Now you want to give the fish away. What a slap. That was a good little slap there. And then I said, well, you know what? You could use a pickup. And when you want to pick up, do something nice for someone. Pass something on to them, and do it without hesitation, without so much thought into it. And when I gave it to them, it was like about 5 children they had, and they hadn't caught anything. I said, y'all want some? Because I had already been debating in my head with this, whatever's going through my head, So I gave it to them, and I can't tell you, later that day, I felt so much better. Things seems to be just the little small things, you know what I'm saying? And so the father gave me a box of worms, because that's what I fished with, worms. And I was like, and they was good and fresh. I mean, everything. I'm like, wow, see, that's $3 or $4 right there, So every little bit counts sometimes. But I, as I said, this is a kiss with a triple S, short, sweet, and sufficient, actually. So I'm going to get ready to close it out, because basically I only wanted to speak a moment to you to let you know that I'm still fighting. I'm still here. And I just want you to be encouraged too, to know that If you're going through something, you're not the only one, as the song says. You're not the only one. So do something nice for someone. And and it may not be easy, because if you're doing something really nice and you give away something you really like, you'd be like, oh goodness, I mean, what about that old stuff I don't want? Oh, I'd be glad to get rid of that. Not that way, okay? That's just one of the little things we can do to pick ourselves up, to cheer ourselves up, and actually we're really, really blessed. And for those who are celebrating Easter, I want to wish you all some wonderful occasions and adventures. And those who are not, happy occasions to you as well. Um, because God loves us, the Creator, the Most High, Yah, loves us regardless to where we are, And so I'm going to say, keep smiling for me and have a great day. I love you. Bye bye.